Hello there, Fro here again with a weekly football picks video. Recapping week 4 and doing picks for week 5. Try to be a little more succinct and quicker with the recaps. Because the video, I don't feel like doing half an hour long videos for, 15 views a week. So, but, I'll still keep doing reviews. So, as overall recap, we went 7-9 this past week. So, once again, you should not follow me for betting. Because I'm not a betting person. And I just do these off the cuff and I don't study for these picks or anything because it's just a fucking YouTube video. But let's get right into it. Thursday night game was Jaguars and Bengals. Who gives a fuck bowl, but it actually was a pretty good game. But we picked the Bengals to win, and they did, but they did not cover because the Jaguars get a 7.5. So we lost that one, but as happens in recent weeks, I picked the game right, but because of the stupid point spreads for fucking degenerate gamblers, I got it wrong. Alright, what's the next game? Washington, the football team at the Falcons. I picked the Falcon football team to win, and they did. They covered also, so I got that one right. Heineke played well again. I mean, poor Fitz, I thought this would be easier to have a good chance to make the playoffs or something. But he ends up getting hurt, and it looks like he's lost that job for good now to Heineke. And the Falcons, it's got to be rough being a Falcons fan because it's incredible how they find ways to lose games and stuff. No lead is safe for them ever, no matter how much time left or anything. I just do a little more recap of the Jaguars-Bengals game. Burrow played pretty good, and and so did Lawrence. But I'm sorry, Jaguars fans, but this whole Urban Meyer thing is gonna fucking destroy this franchise the longer he's there. I mean, the franchise is already pretty far down in the doldrums, but. Yeah, you can get on with that. But recap, the Falcons game, Falcons, you can never trust them to hold lead for anything. And good for Heineke to keep them alive in that division. But I think that division is pretty much going to be the Cowboys division this year. But Texans at the Bills, picked the Bills to win, even though they were giving up 100 points. Or they were giving the Texans like 19 points, 16 points last week, something like that. It didn't matter. They covered by a landslide. Absolute shit show Texans offense. Davis Mills had one of the worst games you'll ever see. What else to say? Bills are a legit team, and the Texans are a dumpster fire. I mean, they might, at least with Tyrod, they looked like could have been like respectable and hung around games and stuff. But this Mills kid, whew, awful. Lions and Bears. I picked the Lions to win for some reason, and then they got 2 points, but. Obviously, that was not enough, so we got that one wrong. Who really cares? Bears are a middling team at best. With unless Fields takes some huge leaps forward this year, he did get named the full-time #1, but with that offense, it's hard to trust them. And the Lions are one of the worst teams in the league. They were competing the first couple weeks and keeping it close. Had a heartbreaking loss in week 2 and stuff, but. More and more, they look like who we thought they would be, which is vying for the #1 spot this year. Panthers and Cowboys. I believe I picked the Panthers, right? Oh, no, I did pick the Cowboys. I picked the Cowboys, and I got this one right. Cowboys are a legit team. Panthers, this is their first big test, and, they did lose, but overall they played well. Their defense got exposed, but, Darnold still looks good. Darnold's still having a great year. But, yeah, Cowboys have a legit team. With Dak healthy and stuff, and most of the offense healthy, outside of Gallup and whatnot, and the defense is playing well enough, it should easily be their division to win. Colts at Dolphins, picked the Colts to win. We finally fucking won. Pretty good all around game. Just our defense played great. They got some points late in garbage time basically, but a really good game for Wentz. Wentz keeps playing well. He's not. Lighting up yardage-wise or anything, but he's only had 1 turnover all year, and that was just a fucking phenomenal play on Donald where he destroyed the play on the shovel pass, and the receiver never got there because the receiver got destroyed by Doyle was the receiver, got destroyed by Donald, so that's the only pick that he's thrown all year. But he looked a lot better. 2 sprains, was looking more like 1.5 sprains this week. He could actually move around stuff. He actually ran a little bit. So. It's only 1 week, and we have another big test coming this week, so we'll see what happens. But, it's nice to finally get a W. Browns the Vikings. I picked the Vikings for some reason, and I lost that one. Browns are an old school team, man. Play defense, run the ball really well, and just try to not turn the ball over on your quarterback. So they play. If you like old school football, that's a team to watch. And the Vikings, it's just they just can't. They can't. It's like they can't come through when you need them to. They just find ways to come up short when you need them most. Giants, the Saints. I'm pretty sure I picked the Saints right. Yep, got that one wrong. The Saints are fucking so helter-skelter, dude. I mean, I still hate the NFL overtime rules. I think they have the worst overtime rules of all the major sports, where only one team is forced to play defense. Oh, stop them! Oh, stop them! Why shouldn't the other team be forced to play defense too? It's so stupid that you can literally win an NFL game just by winning a coin toss. But regardless, Danny Dimes played well. I'm still not impressed with Barkley. Kamara still looks good. He didn't get any passing game involvement here. They got to open up that offense more. And I'm so sick of Taysom Hill. Yeah, I know he got 2 rush touchdowns. He's just a fucking vulture. He just I feel like he got made up. Excuse me. He got paid that money for that contract. Oh, sorry, I just realized the air conditioner's still on, so turn that off. He got paid that money, so now they feel like he's forced to still use him, even though he's proven that he has no NFL arm at all. Titans at the Jets. Well, I got this one wrong, obviously. I'm sure like pretty much everybody in the world got this one wrong. But I'll gladly take it wrong because it's a huge help in the division for the Colts. Credit to the Jets. Zach Wilson played pretty well, and the Titans had so many injuries on their receiving weapons and stuff. Jeremy McNichols was their go-to receiver this game. So they should be able to bounce back, but they really need A.J. Brown and Julio to get healthy. So thank you, Jets, for the win, but I don't want to expect too many more of them. Chiefs at the Eagles. This game wasn't even close as it says. The Eagles scored some garbage time points. The Chiefs were a much better team. We picked them, and they covered, and so we got that one right. The Chiefs are only 2-2, but that offense is still legit, and they should be fine. They might have to make the playoffs as a wild card this year because the division's going to be tough, but they got back on track, steadying the ship. Hilaire played a little better. He's been playing better the last couple weeks. But Eagles, just, not a very good team. Cardinals at the Rams. I picked the Rams. I'm so sorry, Kyler. He's my boy in fantasy. I'm so sorry I picked against you. The Cardinals are just a better team. And the last undefeated team left is the Cardinals. Who would have thought coming into this year? But the Cardinals defense played very well. They held the Rams' prolific offense so far this year in the check. And Kyler and company continues to dominate offense. Seahawks at the Niners. I picked the Niners, and I got this one wrong. I just can't win when it comes to picking for or against the Niners, apparently. But this game was marred by the fact that Jimmy G got hurt and they played the second half. So Lance came in. Lance was, thrown into a situation where it wasn't, built for him to succeed. So credit to the Seahawks getting the win, but I still think this is going to be a tough division. I think the Rams and the Cardinals are both better than both these teams, but that division is going to be very hectic coming down to the wire. Ravens, the Broncos. Did I pick the Broncos in this? No, I picked the Ravens, and they got the win, and they covered, so I got that one right. 23-7. This game, we don't know how good it could have been because Teddy B got freaking hurt with the concussion, and then Locke came in. He was awful. Just couldn't do anything with the offense. So Ravens, back to 3-1 after losing week 1 and they've won 3 straight. One of those being a miraculous win, and this one they kind of got lucky with her and Teddy B. But I think they still could have won this game if Bridgewater played the whole game. Ravens are playing pretty well right now, but sucks for Broncos. Hopefully Bridgewater can come back ASAP because he's just someone you like to root for. Steelers, the Packers. Picked the Packers and they covered. Just the Steelers. Oh my God, dude! What a waste of a good defense, a good young running back, and all those weapons. Just because Big Ben has a noodle arm, he has nothing left. Literally thrown into the flats and checkdowns every play. It has to be hard to watch as a Steelers fan, but the Packers are a better team. Rodgers played well enough, and there's not much really to say here. They didn't have to do much. They freaking ran the ball a lot because there's no threat from the Packers or the Steelers offense. Bucks, the Patriots. I picked the Bucks, but they did not cover. Brady looked like shit. Mac Jones played well enough. He completed like 19 straight passes at some point. I mean, a lot of it was short shit, but of course, you know, if fucking pouring down rain, Brady's kicker makes a 48-yarder, but then of course the Patriots kicker misses a 53-yarder. I mean, he's just not the luckiest guy alive or anything. Not the luckiest athlete to ever play fucking any sport ever. Yeah, it's incredible what happens for him. I don't even want to talk much about that game. Patriots, you know, they play a lot of heart, but lost a heartbreaker. Raiders, the Chargers. For some reason, I picked the Raiders because I'm an idiot, I guess, and they fucking lost. Chargers were just the better team in this game. The two quarterbacks, Herbert definitely played better, and just Carr's running for his life and stuff. The offensive line is a shit show, which I know about terrible offensive line plays years before. I've been a Colts fan because pretty much every game, this past game they played better, but the Colts offensive line has been pretty bad this year, and all the injuries we have. But yeah, Chargers 3-1. Like I said, the division. Raiders, Chargers, Broncos, Chiefs. You got 3-1 teams and 1-2 team. That division, along with the NFC division with the Cardinals, Rams, Niners, and Seahawks, 2 divisions to watch for as the year goes on. So that's it for that week. Went 7-9. Not too great. Yeah, just not too great. That's like I said. You shouldn't be making picks off of me unless you're just doing it for the memes. You know, like Andy is. You know. But anyway. Rams to Seahawks. Now, you know, Thursday night games have had some pretty bad teams, but they've had some pretty good games. Now we actually got a good matchup. Will we also get a good game out of this? You know, Thursday night games are always such a crapshoot. Seahawks getting 2.5. At home, you know what? Give me a Seahawks and with 2.5 points. That should be good. This should be the best matchup on paper for Thursday night football this year. So we'll see what happens. Jets the Falcons for the London game. Who is going to wake up early to watch this fucking shit show? I just can't trust the Falcons. I mean, I know the Jets are, you know, really bad too, and they're probably coming off one of their 1 or 2 victories they're going to have all year. But, you know, we got a London game. You know, the Jets getting 3 points. The Falcons find ways to lose. Give me the Jets in this game. I feel sorry for London fans. We always send them the dog shit fucking matchups. Packers at the Bengals. The Bengals are only getting 3. I mean, I know the Bengals are 3-1, but come on now. This is their biggest test, and I think the Packers are gonna show them more like what the Bengals are. Or that the Bengals aren't as good as their record says. Oh, the Bengals, you know, they're having a good year. I still don't think they're what the record says. Give me the Packers, and they'll cover. Excuse me. Division rivals, Titans and Jaguars. Jaguars only getting 4 points. I mean, Titans, I know they have so many injuries, but I gotta imagine that Henry can just goes off in this game. They can't stop him. So give me the Titans, and they'll cover. Although I wouldn't be mad if the Jaguars won, just for the Colts' sakes, but yeah. Let's see here. Sorry, I got a little sidetracked there. Dolphins at the Bucks. I mean, even with plus 10, I think Tampa Bay at home, and you know, it won't be playing a pouring down rain again. And the Bucks will easily cover this one. I think the Dolphins are just. I love Jacoby, but he's a great backup, but he can't be your starter and expected to get a lot of wins. He plays a lot hard. He's a good locker room dude, but he's just not one that's got to put you over top on offense. So give me the Buccaneers, and they'll cover. Patriots at the Texans. I mean, Patriots are 8.5 points. Patriots just aren't a very high-scoring offense, but the Texans are just so bad. Give me the Patriots, and they'll cover. Eagles at the Panthers. You know, Panthers defense got exposed last week, but at home, I'm not scared about that defense at all in Philadelphia. I think Darnold continues to play well. Look for the Panthers to bounce back and win this game, and they'll cover 3.5. Lions, the Vikings. 2 very underwhelming teams here. Give me the Vikings. Even the 8.5, they'll cover. Just the Lions seem like they're back to where they were supposed to be before the season started, which is just vying for the top spot in the draft. Broncos, the Steelers. Now this is a tough one. I mean, Broncos are only getting 1. I'm surprised the Steelers aren't getting points. 2 really good defenses, a quarterback that can't throw, and a quarterback that's concussed right now. Man, this really hinges. I don't know. I haven't really seen any updates about Bridgewater yet. It's still early on the week for a Sunday game. You know what? Give me the Steelers. I just have a feeling that somehow Lock plays or something. They find a way. If Lock plays, they definitely give me the Steelers. But I'll take the Steelers anyway, regardless. I just have a feeling at home that defense will make some plays. Saints at the football team. Yeah, Saints up and down, up and down. What week are this? Or were they this week? I'm gonna say they're up. Give me the Saints this week, and they'll cover the 2 points. Should be an interesting game. I think this is a good week for Winston to do some get stats up. They really need to get Michael Thomas back, or get some better. The weapons are just pretty bare there besides Kamara. Bears, the Raiders. I mean, that Raiders offensive line against Khalil Mack and stuff is a little frightening. But I still think the Raiders are a better team. I just don't trust the Bears offense. And the Raiders defense has been playing pretty decent this year. Give me the Raiders to bounce back and beat the Bears. And they'll cover, obviously. Browns and Chargers. This is an interesting matchup. Old school football with new school quarterback. Both defenses playing pretty well this year. Chargers are at home, but are they ever at home? +2, give me the Browns. With the 2 points, I'll take them. Giants, the Cowboys. Giants getting 7. I don't care. The Cowboys are a better team. I mean, the Giants have played pretty decent this year, but the Giants, this is the Cowboys division, and I think Cowboys just, I feel they've played pretty well against the Giants in the past years. So, give me the Cowboys and they'll cover, even though it's 7 points. Niners or Cardinals. Jimmy G could play this week. Lance could play this week. I don't think it really matters. I think, I'd say the Cardinals are, one of the best teams in the league, and that offense could put up some points almost every week. So I just think the question of QB are a little bit iffy. I mean, 5.5 points seems pretty fair, but give me the Cardinals and they'll cover. Bills, the Chiefs. Matchup of the week. Two of the cream of the crop teams in the AFC. Bills have been lighting up, the past few weeks, but they've played shitty teams. But that's what good teams are supposed to do. They're supposed to dominate bad teams. Man, Bills and Chiefs. Damn. This is a tough one. Give me the Chiefs. They get back over 500, and just the offense. I just think their offense is too good. I mean, Bills' defense has been shutting people down. Like I said, they haven't played an offense like the Chiefs. So, give me the Chiefs. This should be a fun game and hell of a Sunday night game. Then ending the week with the Colts game, which I usually do, but I can actually do it this week because they have a Monday night game. Colts going on the road to Baltimore to battle the Baltimore franchises, the current and the former. Colts getting 6.5. Oh man, Wentz has looked a lot more mobile this week, so I feel like he'll be looking more mobile this week. But man, not having a big Q is such a big blow to that offensive line. Although Chris Reed, respect where respect's given, he played as well as you could expect, but he's still no big Q. And hopefully Brady Smith comes back, and we have a bunch of injuries everywhere else. But 6.5 points, fuck, give me the Colts. I think our defense can keep Lamar in check. We played pretty well against him in years past. Just call it a gut feeling. Give me the Colts. So, that's it for this week. As always, thanks for everybody tuning in. This video was a little quicker this week, like I said. Just keep the recaps in, but keep them a little more succinct, and keep it keep shit moving, fluid. But as always, thanks for watching. I love you all. Fuck Tom Brady, and God bless America. Peace out.